The desk describes it a coming of age story for MOUZ. Sure, a quarterfinal's one thing.
خب اینجا که خب به نام خدا در خدمت شما عزیزان هستیم. بازی دوم سمی فاینال، رقابت حساس بین دو رقیب دیرینه، ماوز اسپورتس ناوی. مپ اول اینفرنو که توسط قرمز پوشان ماوز اسپورتس انتخاب شده و ناوی سیتی سایدد این مپ رو انتخاب کرده. بریم ببینیم چه اتفاقاتی رقم خواهد خورد. آیا ناوی میتونه ماوز اسپورت رو شکست بده یا ماوز اسپورتس میخواد توی گرند فاینال در برابر وایتالیتی بازی بکنه؟ الکسی بی تنها سمت بام سایت بی داره بازی میکنه و بقیه هم تیمیاش استک بام سایت ای زدن 4 نفری. بازیکن ماوز اسپورت هم پخش شدن توی مپ. بیت سمت وسط یه چالش کوچیکی رو شروع میکنه که نتیجه به همراه نداره. شیوه یه پاپ فلش سمت بنانا. الکسی بی آماده است تا از اسموک خودش استفاده کنه. اسموک سیتی رو پرتاب میکنن. الکسی بی تنهاست. اسموک رو جواب میده. بقیه بازیکنان به سمت ای پلس تغییر جهت دادن. با فرگ پیاپی JL ایما شروع خوب تو ادامه کار. ایما دابل کیل برای این بازیکن. تورجی و شیوهی تو موقعیت 2 به 5 گرفتار شدن. واندرفول چه تایمینگی خطو باز میکنه. فرگ 4 برای این بازیکن. شیوهی تنها تک به 5 باقی مونده و JL کارشو تمام میکنه. ناوی قدرتمند امتیاز اول رو از آن خودش میکنه. بلیده نه؟ چهره بلید رو دیدید روی هلال سیتوری تمیزی بود. خودم درگاه ریخت. اما راند دوم فول ایکو. ماوز اسپورتس برخلاف انتظارها توی تی سایدد اینفرنو فورس نکرده راند دوم رو.
Well, we get to see that kind of Jimmy and Bit head-to-head. I'll be intrigued to see if Bit's in form.
And there's a lot of overlaps with those two.
I think the Cathedral Bells, Chad.
Yeah, well, they're playing them early. Bit is a very active individual in apps. He takes a lot of fights. Yes. And I'm talking on the CT side, not the T side.
Okay. On his own as well, like unassisted?
Yeah, he's happy to take these type of risks. Okay. He flirts around the window room, can be very jarring. But MOUZ playing us a little tune.
شیوه فکر کنم قبلا هم یه بار این کارو کرده بود.
Gracing the Lanxess for the first time in 2024.
چه عشقی میکنه با خودش.
8.
به جوری این کارا رو بچه‌ها در از شبیه یه جور تاکتیکال تایموت داخل تیمیه. به جایی که پوش بدن فولیکو رو یعنی یه ذره با هم دیگه صحبت میکنن و از موقعیتشون استفاده میکنن. سعی دارن که تاکتیکال تایموت رو ویست نکنن. 5 بازیکن سمت وسط. واندرفولی که تنهاست. ایما هرچند سمت شد پوزیشن گرفته که خط باز کنن. احتمالاً اول با واندرفول وارد فایت خواهند شد. واندرفول تریپل کیل. ایما موفق. فلنک هم انجام شده. JL فرگ آخر رو از آن خودش میکنه و به این ترتیب ناوی موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز دوم. بریم برای بایراند تیم ماوز اسپورتس. ببینیم سرخپوشان چه استراتژی رو مد نظر خواهند داشت در برابر ناوی.
And Torji, once he gets the AWP out,
5 AK یه نید 2 فلش 3 موری 5 اسموک در دستان ماوز اسپورتس برای راند سوم.
They're happy to give this up. Allow Navi to use their early utility.
ناوی هم از 3 SMG داره استفاده میکنه. 3 تا MP9 داره.
Peer over into what the other side has in store.
الکسی بی برمیگرده. ایما هم همینطور.
MOUZ not just running head first into a wall out the gates.
Well, they know who they're up against. I mean, this is a team who will have to deceive and outwit their CT setups.
The next exchange of utility for MOUZ is very important. If they get blocked and don't get the territory after these next smokes, they're running out very quickly. Deep long smoke deployed. They've got 2 left to flash and a molly. They're going to have to do this with bullets, MOUZ. Something we mentioned yesterday. And they were able to do so off the back of the in-game leader.
IEM has found little bit of a spot that might give him some information, and as he fires off a bullet to try and clear that smoke, Brolan hasn't been spotted, but evasive maneuvers from IME. A second wave, a smoke towards the library, a smoke towards the arch. It is IME's responsibility to hold on to this bar of the map, and he's got multiple bodies.
استفاده میکنه. هر دو بازیکن فلش رو دو آج داره. خط داره باز میشه. برولان داره میاد جلو. موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرگ سمت شورت. بیت و واندرفول کارسازی میکنن برای ناوی. خط باز شده به سمت بامسا چیو هی. برولان فرگ های پیاپی. الکسی بی موفق نیست. جیل تک بسته فرصت برای ماوس اسپورت. بعید میدونم جیل بتونه کاری از پیش ببره. 3 رایفلر دوتاشون تقریبا فول اچ پی ان و همه چیز مهیاس برای ماوس اسپورت که امتیاز اول رو از آن خودش بکنه. جیل ایکی هم در مقابلش هست. جیمی کارشو تموم میکنه. اون خواستین امتیاز به سود سرخ پوشان ماوس اسپورت. علی چطوری؟ مرسی صبری که جیگر خوش اومدیم.
This was interesting exchange. Brolan does so well to find IME, and this is his second as well. Catching Bit, searching into the site. Jimmy's double, one more impactful than the other, but still denying JL any extras.
Yeah, he was very late to the party there, Jimmy. I thought that maybe he activated a little bit too late, but came in, did his job.
بریم برای راند چهارم. این بار 4 امپور تک MP9 در دستان الکسی بی. JL نیمی از اسپورت خوش رو از دست میده. الکسی بی هم دمج خورده. JL اومده جلو بدون صدا پا. اکسرشن آماده برای بریک. بریک تو اسموک موفق تو شکار الکسی بی. واندرفول هم شکار میشه توسط برولان. سرشن فکر میکنم آمار جیل رو داشته باشه.
Going to peek off the contact of JL. How diligent is Zershan here? Is there going to be utility involved? Zershan diligent on his search, as you can see. Cognizant it hasn't been cleared. That it is a possibility.
خط باز میشه. JL ایما. JL فرک های پیاپی. حالا راند تا حدودی برگشته در دستان ناوی. اسموک رو هم پرتاب میکنن. توی اسموک سعی دارن اذیت بکنن هم دیگر رو.
Jimmy needing to find them an avenue somewhere to find the finish. Clearing up middle, Bit. He's equal in pit.
ایما او هم ریپوزیشن کرده. جیمی به دنبال شکار، به دنبال فرگ. بیت تایمینگ به سود این بازیکن از اسموک و مولی خودش استفاده میکنن. تورجی به دنبال فرگ اومده جلو و بیت موفق. در نهایت ناوی امتیاز رو از آن خودش میکنن. فکر کنم بدونن جیل اونجاست. Don't you tell me what to do. I'm under the water.
And MOUZ will have to question the buy, but this is huge from JL and IME. If JL doesn't get the first, IME swings, he gets taken down. The B-bomb site open. That was perfect of the bait and switch after giving away 2 opening picks.
Honestly, I'm so impressed that JL gets as much as he did done.
Well, going to keep up this arm wrestle. MOUZ buy in again. Early util locked down.
راند پنجم 3-1 نتیجه بازی به سود ناوی. فول فورس ماوس اسپورت از آیتم‌های خودشون به صورت استفاده میکنن. سعی دارن در همین ابتدای کار کنترل خوبی داشته باشن سمت وسط.
Definitive of flow state, just completely going through the motions without a second guess, without any overthinking. Eyes locked on his crosshair, and he is so precise. Using that M4A4 as well.
ناوی فقط یه اسموک داره، اونم دست بیت.
Oh, they're not tussling with Banana again, going for what seems to be another A approach. Alexi has read the play well. Hustled over in time to make this 4 strong for NAVI on the defense.
آماده برای بریک. حالا بریک انجام میشه توی فاچیوه موفق توی گرفتن اوپنینگ فرگ. 40 ثانیه زمان. حتی نگه داشته الکسی بیت توی اسموک موفق تر. بیتس کارش میتونه خطرناک باشه. فرار میکنه سمت پیت. واندرفول روی بامب سایت. حالا خطا باز میشه. خود واندرفول دابل کیل برای این بازیکن و باز هم امتیاز به سود ناوی.
just the proactive nature of Bit. He's playing an anchor role, but in a lot of these scenarios, he's taking that first fight, then dropping back. They can't chase him down. They're too scared. And even with the opening pick in favor of MOUZ, it's not enough for the round. Chewed up, spat out. NAVI 3 rounds to the good as MOUZ turn to these pistols again.
من فن ناوی ام بچه هر سوالی راجع به این قضیه میپرسید اشتباهه چون من فن ناوی ام سرشن چه دمیجی HP 13 یه نیده دیگه خداحافظ سرشن بیت سمت وسط پرواکتیو برولان حتی بازی میکنه بیت آماده خود بیت سرپنجه چیک و فلگی میزنه ولی گرفته
Quick kid on the AWP.
Jimmy
looking like a great supportive piece. Now thrown in under the tutelage.
آمار C4 رو هم دارن آروم آروم سمت بنانه دو بازیکن الکس بی و جی ال کمی اگریسیوتر بازی میکنن ستاپ بازیکن ها رو شاید هستین جیمی
And to have your coach say the job is not done.
50 ثانیه زمان برای این بازیکن داره میاد سمت بنانا اینجا جیل کارش رو تموم میکنه و باز هم ناوی موفق توی امتیازگیری پرچم بلید و نگاه جمعیت و جونم درخواست اولین وقت استراحت فنی برای سرخپوشان ماوس اسپورت
Spirit, Katowice and Blast London.
Sure.
NAVI, the major, and EWC about a month ago. MOUZ, and this is what they're trying to beat at the moment, is the fact that they can only do it in the smaller events, the studio environments. EPL Season 19 and Beppe. Those are their victories. But 3 teams, and 2 of them right now vying for a spot in that grand final to go up against Vitality, who are yet to have any silverware in 2024.
Ooh, yeah, things are heating up for the last couple of days.
باند هفتم 5-1 نتیجه بازی تا به اینجای کار ماوس اسپورتس خبری از اسنایپ هنوز نیست توی 7 راند از بازی هیچ یک از دو تیم آپگرید به AWP نداشتن 5 AK بار دیگر در دستان بازیکن ماوس اسپورت
Haven't been converting the opening kills. Currently divided 3 each for NAVI and MOUZ in terms of opening kills. And you can see the scoreline does not match. NAVI have been turning those rounds as you discussed.
جلوتر JL پرواکتیو سمت بنانا برولان در حال والبنگ زدن و به دنبال
boiler and hole, so they know Bit's not up to any fun business if they want to rotate back towards B lane. Pressure again, we've seen this smoke blown open before. And they're up the guts.
بویلر برولان خط خودشو باز کرده کنترل وسط در دستان ماوس اسپورت قرار گرفته روتیشن به سمت بنانا.
That's going to buy a little bit of time for JO and Alexi to reposition.
Yeah, they're talking it through right now. Setup, utility responsibilities, reactions.
آقا تعارف نکن آیتم پرت کن آقا.
The key is what they have to block with. JO still has a smoke and Alexi still with an incendiary.
المپیک هست ما هستن.
Jimmy rotating back now as well.
المپیک هست. المپیکش با این المپیک یکی نیست.
This could get really uncomfortable for MOUZ if Alexi was to throw out the
الکسی آماده برای پرتاب اینسندیاری. حالا آیتم ها حالا از مولی استفاده میکنه 19 ثانیه زمان فلش الکسی بی موفق توی گرفتن اوپنینگ فرگ باز خط رو باز کنن به سمت بانک سایت کار بسیار داره سخت میشه برای ماوس اسپورت JL دابل کیل گرفتار شدن باز کنن ماوس اسپورت الکسی بی یه فرگ دیگه اکسرشن تک و تنها غمگین و رسوا چه کار میخواد بکنه توی این موقعیت فقط چه کار میکنه تایم داره تموم میشه و JL کارشو تمام میکنه ناوی موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز الکسی بی عجب مغزی ریخت بود پشمام باز فروش چطوری جیگر تو عشقی مرسی واسه تبریکت عزیزم
$3,500 mark. This is awkward now for Zershin, and this is the flash that Brolin eats.
The other problem here is there's no CT smoke. They prioritized the coffin smoke. They had another smoke available, but they used it to extinguish.
Right.
So now they're pushing through the grey screen.
I have to admire Alexi's patience with that. I mean, unless a player's throwing that incendiary out when he hears the first step.
He milked every second of time out of that, Alexi. And Torji tends to be one of these players who is the best in these stage environments for MOUZ, which is, sure, few and far between in terms of success. He's 0-7. Do they opt to get in the AWP? It is Inferno. It's going to be hard to force these fights.
You picked this map. I think that pistol, it set the tone as well. You thought you had a read on them, a surprise to NAVI, but they were one step ahead. The first time we've seen them stack A in all of their recent Infernos, and it's perfect. And now MOUZ, they're second-guessing everything. Heading towards JL, and he too is being patient. We'll throw out the smoke at 1 minute.
Alexi's here as well.
انجام میده الکسی
That's the only way through for MOUZ.
حضور داره. احتمالاً باید پاپ فلش بخوان بیان داخل. اصلا سورپرایز دارن. JL اسپری کنترل دمیجی هم میزنه به برولان. الکسی بیا اونجا حضور داره. ایما توی اسموک بدشانسی هم داره میاره ماوس اسپورتس و یک کلین راند دیگه. چند تا کلین راند داره میگیره ناوی. ماوس اسپورتس باید زودتر به خودش بیاد. کار داره سخت میشه برای این تیم. از این ماسکا داره.
To take another attack timeout knowing the rifles are back in the hands, but this is JL with the A4 at range. Flashes coming over, spray control, 2 headshots, see you later.
They've got the answer for everything. 1 step, maybe 2 steps ahead of the MOUZ play. So far, so damn good.
راند نهم 7-1 با راند بعد این بار تورجی آپگرید به تورجی 0-8 ایجنت رو رفت کرده داشته اون که مردی راند پیش تورجی ایجنت شده بوده. امان اکسرشن در موقعیت خودش استفاده بکنه آیتم های بیاپی. چه دمیجی سرشن شیوهی بسیار سنگینی که میخورن از آیتم ها.
Straight back to a default scheduled
program. که تورجی اسنایپو نداده به کسی. ردشیار یکیشون باید اسنایپ بیفته دستشون اصولاً. ولی خب مثل این که تورجی کماکان میخواد از
There's a particular type of helplessness that T-side on Inferno can sometimes slip into.
اسنایپ خودش استفاده بکنه قشنگ اینجوری که اسنایپ منه.
You're getting catching nades and oh hang on. Was he trying to make a play? Brolin walks through.
بعدی هم
ahead of it is JL. Will throw out an incendiary to limit their options.
پرتاب شده ایتمای پی بریک خطا داره باز میشه به سمت بام ساید. JL ایمال بیشتر از یک فرق نصیبش نمیشه. الکسی بی دابل کیل برای این بازیکن. وقتا 4-2 میکنه. الکسی بی کمی اگریسیو که اجازه ادامه کار بهش نمیدن. خطا باز شده اینم از تورجی. نفر آخر جیمی تو موقعیت تک به 3 قرار گرفته. 3 فول اچ پی خودش با اچ پی 25. یه فلش دیگه. فلش های پیاپی روی بام سایت رفته توی ریلود. خطا داره باز میشه و حالا تک به تک جیمی. حالا میتونه فرشته نجات ماوس اسپورتس باشه یا خیر. واندرفول داره از راه میرسه که اجازه کلاچ رو بهش نمیده. ماوس اسپورتس توی یک قدمیه گرفتن امتیاز بعدی بود اما واندرفول این اجازه رو نداد. ناوی داشت اشتباه بازی میکرد توی اواخر راند. آخه امو چه ناناز چه نیت بوی اومد توی بنانو. ای امو
And Jimmy pipped to the post by wonderful forces. MOUZ in a second tactical time out. JL loving the way that one feels, but MOUZ are in trouble. Cycron screaming for a round or two before they make it into halftime.
ناوی یا همون ناتوس وینسره این درست البته تلفظ کرده باشم معناش میشه born to win.
Currently 11 on the trot on Mirage. However, I'll give you some hope if you're a MOUZ fan.
Please, anything.
Earlier in the year, MOUZ were 12 in a row on Mirage.
Okay.
That only ended at EWC with a loss to Furia, then another one to NAVI, but now they're back into
راند
their winning
دهم
ways.
باز هم بای هستن بازیکنان ماوس اسپورتس. تورجی به سرعت خودشون میرسونه به مکزیکو. واندرفول آپگرید به A WP از کم ادامه برداشت.
Well, they want to channel them into Abs and Boiler first. They've just blocked off middle. So if you want to go for A default, you've got to come past this setup.
دو بازیکن و نتونست شاتو لند بکنه این بار. اوپنینگ فرگ به سود ماوس اسپورتس. بالاخره ماوس اسپورتس اوپنینگ فرگ رو از آن خودش کرد.
This has been 6 consecutive rounds of dominance from NAVI. Will there be a 7th? MOUZ have distinct advantage in this one with 60 seconds left. They are at risk of overcomplicating things.
And Wonderful has full info on middle. He's posted up short side. The AWP has full info. So
جنید دیپ دیگه چه دمیج اکسرشن نیمی از اسپورت خوش رو از دست میده. اما الکسی بی روی بام سایت تنهاست. دارن رد میکنن خطا رو. ببینیم میتونی کاری از پیش ببری یا نه. یه فلش دیگه ایما توی اسموک یه بریک سعی داره فرگ بگیره. موفق هم هست. سعی دارن بزننش پاسخ بدن. نمیتونن کارشو تمام کنن. اما سیفور پلنت شده. اسموکی دیگه در کار نیست. حالا بازیکن ناوی باید حرکت خودشون رو آغاز کنن. آماده بشن برای ریتیک. واندرفول ایدپیو میده به ایما. چیوهی توی ارتفاع. جیمی پشت دیوار. خطا رو نگه داشتن. نفر اول تورجی موفق. خطا داره باز میشه. چیوهی او هم کارسازی میکنه و ایما تنهاست. فرگ دیگه و کارشو تمام میکنه. ماوس اسپورتس موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز. مهدی جیگر تو
They even scavenge him the AWP back. 4 rounds on the half. MOUZ can at least work with that.
Gives you something.
Yeah, but that means they've got to go through 2 more rifle rounds or what could be. There's plenty of cash money left over for the likes of Bit after a full buy. The same can be said for JL with another purchase. So I think NAVI will stay threatening throughout these next 2 rounds of play.
اون اولیه به رولان بود. از این به رولان 10 دقیقه طول کشید از اون یه تیکه بره بالا. واندرفول خطرناک. دمیج سنگین در ابتدای راند.
Wonderful didn't shoot
یه
when he
نیده
went for the
دیگه
banana
اکسرشن.
pick, so they might not know that the AWP resides.
رولان عجب انتری سنگینی گرفت. بازم فرصت برای ماوس اسپورتس.
On this one, so that's fantastic work to deal with Bit, who we mentioned best performer for NAVI on this very map.
All right, now we're talking.
And MOUZ are going to know that some of these earlier rounds they had good opportunities in, which is why unable to convert. Now these individuals putting up resistance with multi-kills.
Look at him, he's being very cheeky with it, anticipating that they would be blocked on his exit or walk past him, overlook him, has this angle to work with, but Jimmy's not going to be the first piece to move. You can see Shimmy maneuvering his pieces across the board.
AJL فاصلهش زیاده.
Take space when it's available to you. Occupy the center.
سریع پوزیشن میده به سمت بام
They're doing that right now.
واندرفول او هم داره از راه میرسه. خط لانگ. واندرفول فرگ زد قبل از اینکه بزننش. یه فلش خیلی خوب. ایما چه جایی گرفتار شده. فرگ‌های پیاپی برای ماوس اسپورتس. الکسی بی تنها باقی مونده. تورجی کارشو تمام میکنه. امتیاز سوم برای ماوس اسپورتس. هرچی مرسی برای $5 دونیم. قربون جیگری فداشم. ممنونم. مرسی. متشکرم بسیار. حالا ماوس اسپورتس داره برمیگرده به بازی. بالاخره داریم به چیزایی میبینیم از بازیکنان این تیم.
Starting to flow. It's not that they're missing shots. The aim is there, and it's on display in rounds like this. MOUZ aren't out of this just yet. That's what the comms will be in team speak.
آخرین راند نیمه اول مپ اول. ایما پرواکتیو ناموفق دمیج میزنه. ادامه میدن خطا رو. یه نیده دیگه سعی دارن جواب بدن. اکسرشن در نزدیکی بنانا. JL موفق تو گرفتن ترید. بیت این بار سمت بویلر. او هم موفق. 0 اگه پیاپی برای ناوی. تورجی و شیوهی 2-4.
dips back and sets up for the conversion of 9.
NAVI, I think they had enough of that discourse. The pistol, the conversion, they lose the rifle round, they bounce back, they get 6 consecutive. Made MOUZ work very hard to put a dent with 2 of their own in a row, but the only in a row that they have to boast now are 2v4.
This is so anti-AWP. Torji, sure you might get one, but there's a definite
داره میاد جلو، اجازه بهش نمیدن فرگ بزنه شیوهی. آمارش رو هم حالا داره، روتیشن به سرعت داره انجام میشه. موری خیلی خوبی بود، میتونست دابل کیل بگیره که اتفاق نیفتاد. سلام به همه بچه‌ای که اومدید توی چت، همه خوش اومدید. مرسی از تبریکاتون جیگر رو. تو همین استادیوم تروفیو برد بالا.
Lexus, are you having a good time tonight?
آها سی.
Hell yeah, so am I. Let's get this second half underway.
خب میریم برای شروع نیمه دوم. 9 نتیجه بازی تا به اینجای کار. این راند دوم نقش بسیار حیاتی داره برای ماوس اسپورت. یه پاپ فلش، یه استپ میان جلوتر، دوباره بیتس تو ادامه کار 2 تا شات زده اما تبدیل به فرگ نشده هیچ کدومش. شیوهی سعی داره فرگ بزنه، بیتس اونم 2 تا شات زد، یه دونه فرگ هم گرفت. در حال گرفتن این چجوری رد کرده اونجا، چجوری رد کرده. وای 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 وای، اون فلنکی که داره از راه میرسه میتونه کار ناوی رو تموم کنه. تورجی یه خط داره.
Oh, spotted and deleted. How did that go down? JL cast his eyes, hits the goosh, and Bit reacts.
Yeah, so what's that? 4 headshots for Bit within the round?
Yes, Chad. Yeah. There's a reason we call him the headhunter.
Just got to finish off these kills he started on B, and he's looking to doing so. MOUZ are hoping to save, and Bit might go for the ace. This would be insane.
This would be something, wouldn't it?
اصلا چرا یارو ببین دو تا سوال پیش
But they're boxed in.
چرا یارو چک شد و چطوری مرد؟ آخ دارن میان بازیکن ناوی، همه دارن میان برای هانس. آهسته آهسته دارن خطا رو باز میکنن. نفر اول اسپات شده ایما، اگزیت اول، اکسرشن تنهاست، خطا داره باز میشه. اکسرشن کارشو تمام میکنه، اجازه نمیدن حتی شیلد سیو بکنن.
Alexi brought in a flash, a smoke, and a Molotov that he did not have to use within the round.
فکر کنم یه آمار داده بوده که تا یه تایم خاصی، یه اثبات خاصی رو هولد نکرده بوده اون کسی که سمت اسپید وی داشت بازی میکرد. قشنگ میدونستن احتمال داره یکی اینجا باشه، نمیدونم چرا، ولی یه آماری گرفته بودن، حساب کرده بودن 100%. یه گپی رو حساب باز کرده بودن. پشمام ریخته من. EN8 دونیده پیاپی JL یه لحظه هول شد. نید رو جا اشتباهی پرتاب کرد. زئوس داریم اونجا، با زئوس وایستاده. پالاسیاس کنه کیشون. بله شیوه.
Oh, there's info. Yeah, he won't go now. He doesn't need to. Put pressure on mid boys. We'll try and take this together. We know that there are holes potentially. Got the path of least resistance. Jimmy says, that's too hot for me.
Confirmation of his occupation towards the boiler room. Shui tears on short, wants to have some answers. And actually, he's been spotted. Info flows, longs the gap, and they charge.
حرکت آغاز میشه به سمت بام سایت هیچ. اسموک به موقعی از راه رسید. تورجی یه فرگ سنگین دقیق. شروع خوبیه. C4 رو هم گرفته. یه فلش دیگه موفق هم هست از کنسو. موس اسپورت فرکای پیاپی. عجب راندی شد برای موس اسپورت. بیتس باید بره برای سیف کردن این جلیل. امین مرسی واسه دونیتد قربونت برم. تارو دارم فقط بشم عزیزم. مرسی خیلی مخلصیم. دمت گرم. ماشه کلت. متشکر. ممنون.
Players noted towards holes will go up middle. Molly Boiler, here the singe. Let's go long side, wrap around. Shui spots them going up mid, blocks so they can't wrap into towards A.
Sports از الان به بعد باید به بازی برگرده.
Mid to B into the stack.
And the reason you're not sitting there and waiting for those smokes is because you know that's 20 seconds where those CTs can be moving.
And the A site is hard enough at the best of times. Right? You could be in holes, they knew they were. You can be pit, you can be site, you can be graveyard. There's a lot to work with.
اون فلش نبود ناوی رو گرفته بود.
When you thought MOUZ didn't have any life left in them. They fight back in the second round. Here we go. Now it's Navi's turn with the lesser weaponry. Armored Tech 9s and the Galil saved by Bit. Will that be a difference maker?
Well, that's a big hit from MOUZ, but they need the uppercut to win the financial battle. The follow through, the conversion, this is a must for MOUZ.
They have banana control. Deep Smoke has facilitated that.
Concern at the moment is looking like it should be on Torji and Jimmy. The key utility remaining on Torji. Jimmy does not have anything to slow them down. Torji almost giving away his line. The big red button drops the molly.
Yeah, that only buys him a bit of time. Tries to reposition.
Exertion will be on a fast flank once the call is made.
3 defenders here, NAVI, the entire squad. Can Jimmy pass the test on that pit side?
No molly for him, he's looking good.
Oh, Shui, perfectly timed smoke at 40 seconds. Does Bit want to push through that? You'd be a sitting duck to Jimmy. Now Jimmy's busy though.
نفر اول جیمی، الکسی بی و JL حالا از راه میرسن. تورجی روی بام سایت اکسرشن خیلی نزدیک که میتونه دینایی بکنه. موفق هم هست. حالا دو میکنه روند کار رو. همه چیز به سود MOUZ اسپورت. تغییر پوزیشن به سمت ای پالس. الکسی بی خطشو نگه داشته نمیتونه فرگش رو بگیره و حالا JL تو مقاطع تک به 2 HP نداره و برولان کارشو تمام میکنه. MOUZ اسپورت موفق توی گرفتن امتیاز.
NAVI fully invested and sent back to spawn with nothing.
Wipe the sweat off the brow. That one got damn close. The bomb going down. The Tech 9's a huge threat. Cyclone knows they got away with that one. There was no molly, there was no nade for Jimmy. He puts himself in the firing line, and that's smoke. You think that's enough to make it difficult for NAVI to break in? If anything, it gives them an avenue in towards the site. Close but no cigar for NAVI. We'll have to take a bit of a light purchase. A couple of upgraded pistols, a few smokes to work with, that's all. MOUZ, you've got them right where you want them if you want to continue this comeback.
Georgia upgrade the A into WP.
Not only do you need to convert this one, you need to start building a bit of that CT bank. NAVI only need 3 more rounds. That one done, we turn to Mirage, and we touched on how good that is for NAVI at the moment, but how good that has been for MOUZ earlier in the year.
JL.
You go back only a couple of months, MOUZ for the first time ever became the #1 team in the world.
Months ago.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you win EPL and BetBoom back-to-back. You go into Dallas out in the practice and you leave a bit of a bad taste in your mouth going into the player break. NAVI doing the opposite in the final against Spirit in London. Come out with a win at EWC over G2, hot off the honeymoon. Now, both these teams have some confidence. You talk to the individuals, Exertion always teaming with it. Has a real belief that player for player, his team is better. Well, the head-to-head, not looking great for MOUZ at EWC, almost a month to the day in the semi-final. Alexi B and his boys lost 13-1 on Dust 2 and then bounced back and made light work of the next 2 maps. So NAVI, as far as the most recent head-to-head goes, have one up on MOUZ.
Yeah, that will linger in the back of your head as well if you are MOUZ, knowing how that previous series went. How good and how bad it felt.
This could be concerning for MOUZ. We saw fantastic multi-kill work and shutdowns of the B site. Exertion and Brolin need to do the same.
This has to be clinical. This has to just be another day in the office for Brolin on his B side. Brolin does very well onto JL. Exertion's being tested, but look at that.
Brolin موفق خیلی راحت کلین راند برای MOUZ اسپورتس.
Passes the test, flying colors, A-star. And you talked about the CT bank, no better way to do it.
Giving themselves a residual buy, but here he is, the mastermind himself.
برید میتونه تکتیکال تایم‌اوت الان بگیره.
Blade says jump, you say how high. NAVI have a 30-second conversation with the boss man, the big man.
He's been at this a long time.
And he's a big bad baller.
Oh yeah.
His Instagram is proof of that. And out of these timeouts, his team more often than not tends to find success. So MOUZ, can you outmaneuver them? Can you outpredict what Blade and Alexi are cooking?
Absolutely packed. You'll be struggling to find a seat in the Lanxess Arena tonight. Everyone wants to find out who's meeting Vitality in that final. (9-3) on the half, but MOUZ, after losing the pistol, have responded with 3.
با ایران ناوی 4-1 در دستان بازیکنان این تیم تک جلیل الکسی بی دابل نید بنانا JL کمی لیت از آیتم های خودشون استفاده میکنن بازیکن ناوی ایمان کمی دمیج میخوره.
Double call from MOUZ, and nothing really changed with their CT setup. So the likes of Exertion and Brolin holding B, Shui as the rotating piece, Jimmy the anchor, and
خیلی
Torji
راحت
the
میتونه ماست اسپورتس بگیره این مپو، خیلی راحت میتونه بگیره.
But they have fortified mid heavily.
بعد شانسی نیارن مپو گرفتن. ناوی خوراکش دادن ترور اینفرنو.
Swing from Shui, him
deals with that. ایما موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فلگ. برولان آماده است که خط باز کنه. اوه چه موقعیتی از دست داد برولان. تورجی موفق تو گرفتن ترید.
Exertion feels like he's under more pressure.
به سمت بامزد ایما. اشتباه از این بازیکن.
40-ish seconds left on the clock. Bomb to be scooped.
JL now
announcing his presence. And look at this rotation.
MOUZ
maybe a little bit ahead of the play. MOUZ reading the situation incorrectly. Pressure's going to be on the fin.
Having no one on site, they don't have answers behind that smoke now, they will.
But it's going to be dry. They just have to contact in. 24 seconds.
Yeah, and up against them.
Roland's going to play for info.
میشه که جای کار میلنگه خطر باز میشه برولان دابل کیل برای بازیکن چه تایمینگی کانتکت کاملا دینای شد توسط ماوس اسپورتس.
Another round in the bag. Now it's only 3 the difference. MOUZ are wearing into action on this CT
نتیجه بازی به سود ناوی اختلاف نسبت 3 امتیاز.
Not going to put by territory for NAVI.
این راند احتمالاً ناوی میده میشه 2 امتیاز.
Maybe a couple of light upgrades to see if they can set Alexi up. An extra pair of armor or 2 in case it gets dropped so somebody else can wield it. But this was the opener. Shui goes looking. Just gets the kill. Former teammates there, might I add.
جادو جنبل تایمینگ و نگاه وای.
But the contact, right? No smokes, no mollies. Just have to walk up and Brolin. Divine intervention on the timing.
Jimmy. Oh no, he's been caught. Bit. Starts to charge and catches Jimmy caught. Ouch, good work. Shui overlooked.
Understandable with the push from Bit. If they were starting 3B, Shui is
ولی قند جیمی افتاد یه
You can
لحظه.
expect the AWP to be in a position potentially long or mid side. So Bit trying to find the gap, trying to force the issue. It looks a little bit silly, but you can understand the logic. That's going to apply a lot more pressure on MOUZ with this CT defense. They're going to feel a bit thinner.
دو تا اسمو که دیگه هنوز دارن
Jimmy has that
بازیکن
pit
ماوس
anchor. That'll have to be
اسپورتس.
picked up by Shui. It feels like NAVI smell the blood in the water, knowing the traditional anchor in this position no longer resides. Maybe there's a gap. Maybe we can make a dent. JL up mid, the other 3 with the Alexi B classic. An apps pop. JL has the flash. How good will it be?
And JL releases it, Shui.
دوم فلش نشده شیوهی تریپل کیل و دابل کیل فرگ اول تورجی گرفته بود. JL حالا تک به 4.
Otherwise, it's perfect from MOUZ, and they're not going to give you anything. JL
حالا خطو باز میکنه تریپل کیل الان برای شیوهی.
Has to fill the void that the anchor left and shuts it down. Make sure Bit doesn't get space, doesn't create an
دومین
issue.
درخواست
He's no
تکتیکال
longer
تایم
a
اوت برای
nuisance.
ناوی.
And we talk
اختلاف
about
رسیده به
Bit,
2
the best performer
امتیاز.
for NAVI on this very map. It's not that he's been kept quiet, but they kept a lid on him here in a very important round. One you can't give over for free. One where you can't give away too many casualties. MOUZ's confidence starting to build and the pressure mounting for NAVI. Second tactical timeout.
Yeah, we know how Counter-Strike can be. Get into your own head.
Blade didn't get the conversion on the last one.
True, true.
Trying again. No wonderful AWP to meet Torji on the other side. Alexi, because of the no loss bonus and the saved AK, has to opt for the Mac 10. Does that spring him into action for something a little bit more aggressive up Banana? Head armor across the board, a luxury for MOUZ because of this run of rounds.
میریم برای راند 19 الکسی بیرون مک 10. ناوی واقعا حرفی واسه گفتن نداشته توی سایده این مپ. ایتس بار دیگر اوپنینگ فرانک برای ناوی، اما حالا خطا باز میکنه. تورجی شاتو لند کرد اما موفق به گرفتن فرانک نشد. ایمان بکنم اندش افتاد.
As discussed, Alexi operating with just the Mac 10. Does it limit his options or does it give him some pace to try and break through this speed defense? Brolin and Zershin tasked with it. Smoking out. 1:07.
Banana.
Top banana called clear. No gamble called from Shui. Oh, I say that. Take a look at the radar.
Refresh میشه توسط سرخپوشان ماوس اسپورت.
Not wanting to give any sound cues away. Now, this really shouldn't spell a save. There's plenty of cash. Jimmy's the light on.
Aggressive.
He's had to have fires back to back due to the kills he's been giving over to Bit. Alexi takes a chunk of damage. Imma.
Alexi او هم نیمه از هلت پوینت خودش رو از دست داد.
Relatively clear. No one in boiler and halls. Now B pressure.
سعی داره.
Shui could have a magic timing. This could be the difference maker. Look at Imma on the fade.
حواسا رو پرت خودش بکنه. آیتم های پیاپی.
Shui's running to know he's coming.
حالا ایما استرایک حرکت به سمت بام ساید. الکسی بی این وقت تورجی خطو باز کرده تو ادامه کار. تورجی دوبل کیل. بیتس درک رو گرفته. ایما چه پوزیشنی اتخاذ کرده. خیلی پوزیشنش مهمه. ایما حالا تک به تک. بیتس در برابر برولان. کدوم بازیکن میتونه تک به تک رو کلاچ بکنه؟ یه نیده خوب و بیتس بالاخره ناوی قفل و شکوند. یا ابوالفضل پورعرب. پایین چطوری اینو؟ مرسی ممنون. چی اسموک نداشتن نمی بدن لون؟ یا ابوالفضل
and his teammate. That it breaks the streak of MOUZ.
11-8 هنوز کار تموم نشده. ناوی 2 امتیاز دیگه نیاز داره و ماوس اسپورت اکونومیکش فعلا خوبه. این ایده دیگه سمت پالس 2 بازیکن در کنار هم خطا باز میکنن. حرکت این بار کمی سریعتر آغاز شده به سمت بام سایت ای. شیوهی ببینیم میتونه کارسازی بکنه یا نه. چقدر بد موقع برگشت. چقدر بد موقع برگشت. کنترل بام سایت ای در دستان ناوی. چه راندی، چه کالی. چقدر عجیب بود این راند. چرا باید تو اون لحظه خطو برگردونه یارو؟ چه اشتباه بزرگی کرد. چه اشتباه بزرگی کرد. آخر عمرش خودشو نمیبخشه به خاطر این اشتباه. دوری پیت پلیر رو برای چی برمیگردی کنترل کنی خط پلس آخر از شورت؟ با اینکه ناوی فنم ولی اصلا خود شد از این حرکتی که یارو زد. خیلی اشتباه بزرگی بود.
Well, NAVI, with a moment of kindness for MOUZ, will not hunt the rifles of Brolin and Exertion. And that's very important going forward. Just one round, just 5 kills for NAVI, but MOUZ now can drop 2 guns.
شورت پلیری که خطو بچرخونه خط ای پلس نگه داره در حالتی که پیت پلیر هنوز زنده است. ببین تایمینگی شده ولی نباید برمیگشت. اصلا نباید برمیگشت.
MOUZ still have everything they need to try and drag themselves back into this game. They picked this map. The first half didn't go as they had hoped. The second didn't start the way they wanted. The Force 5 victory has given them hope, has given them life. But is there anything left in the tank, or is Mirage just one round away?
Exorcismus Spiritu Sancti Nomine Patri Tergamus Adinus. این آب مقدسی دارم میپاچم بیتا.
You said it. Torji can handle himself on the big stage and the pressure is high.
ناوی روی امتیاز 12 اختلافی نسبت 4 امتیاز. کماکان با ایراند خوبی داره ماوس اسپورت که به سرعت پرتاب بشه JL منفی 40 دمیج.
Joining the pack towards Banana. Early nade damage.
یه نید دیگه. آیتم های پیاپی الکسی میاد بیرون. JL تو ادامه کار نزدیک بود یه فرق دیگه بگیره اما اتفاق نیفتاد. بیت پلی اگریسیو دو بازیکن. بیت حالا داره حرکت خوش رو
He's found his own way, trying to forge his own way.
چیوی رو اسپات کرده موفق هم هست اما جیمی پوزیشنش خیلی مهمه میتونه خیلی راحت کنه اگه اول رو بگیره این اتفاق هم میافته. لعنت به اینترنت جمهوری. الان نه لکشیم که
Bit and Imre, can they really close with less than half health on Bit? Already the kill to him, but Xerxes, he's hanging on by a thread as well. Don't forget that.
مادر تایمینگ یا اول فاز.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
This is insane.
He had 7 HP. They're not looking at him.
بالاخره
in a must-win
زمان پوزیشن جیمیو این راند
He might be able to catch him. He's going to be
این راند
walking. He has
باید
the
برای
information on him.
باشه اصلا راه نداره جون تو ایما برگرده پیتو چک کنه.
Uncertainty brewing now. Jimmy's got him in his sights. Target spotted. Imre running the corner. Jimmy delivers.
شما مگه ایرانید؟
All right. Both coaches finding success after their tactical timeout. Blade 3 rounds ago, now Cyclone going into this one. But he doesn't have any left in the back pocket, does the Dane. He's going to sit by and watch Shui make the calls with his team to see if they can bring this one home.
Zarshan, what a baller. With 7 points of health, goes searching, catches one off.
We quickly need to address the state of the nation. The loss bonus is in favor of NAVI. They get 2,900 going into the next. If they get the bomb down, they can stay a threat. Just getting into the site could be the goal.
Let's go, boys!
Still believing our MOUZ.
Nice ball sack on the table to two taps there.
راند 22
Missed util. They've gone half wall and they went for the molly. It wouldn't have mattered. NAVI dropped out something defensive as well to make sure that it's under their remit.
بیت باز هم سمت
This A setup that MOUZ have opted for means the B rotation is a mile away. The longest possible point to help out Brawl and Exertion.
توپ و لانگ خالی همگی متمرکز شدن روی شورت.
Torji reveals the AWP, pulls the trigger upon the flashbang. Now Alexi searching.
الکسی بی به دنبال شکار.
A dangerous game. Has the info, swings into the fight.
باز میشه ترید انجام میشه توسط JL و حالا اکسرشن چه فرگی زد. تو ادامه کار از مولی خودشون استفاده میکنن و کارشو تمام میکنن. حالا 3-3 فرصت هست. بیت خط روتیت رو نگه داشته موفق هم هست. روتیشن کات میشه سمت وسط. چیو ترید رو انجام میده 2-2. تورجی به دنبال شکار. بوم پلند شده. خط
Shui running as fast as he can. Time sensitive mission for MOUZ.
آهسته داره میاد جلو. میتونه فرگ اول رو به راحتی از آن خودش بکنه. اتفاق هم میفته و حالا واندرفول تک به تک و شیوی موفق با HP 5. خدای من.
How on earth does this game keep on going?
عجب بازی شده. وای.
MOUZ have been training in Hamburg for this moment.
Oh, it really comes down to the nitty-gritty here, Chad. Torji hitting that is everything. Shui knows the fight's coming, hits the headshot no less.
This is high-level Counter-Strike we're getting on our screens. It's beautiful, the lurks, the mind games. This is Counter-Strike at its finest, and it's only 2 rounds the difference. The third tactical timeout used now for NAVI. Nothing left in regulation
for either team.
And the bomb went down, but NAVI did not shove. They've hedged their bets, limping in. An AK for Bit, a Galil for Immer, pistols for the rest, with a smattering of util. Damage would be good enough. 3 kills, keep MOUZ ropey, go into the final round.
Max lost bonus, you're better, get it done. داره بازی میکنه. 12-10 ایسترارمور.
That's unfortunate. Jimmy's going to operate with just 70.
شانس بالایی داره ماوز اسپورت این راندو از آن خودش بکنه. تک AK در دستان بیت.
So smokes off early. Bit will bide his time. Just under 2 minutes, but it can feel like an eternity in Counter-Strike. Torji forced forward, has support.
Actually works out in MOUZ's favor. Smoke's fading. Jimmy's given away 3 opening picks so far. Let's not make it 4.
His nemesis is approaching, but support there from Shui. Smoke buys 20 seconds off of the clock unless they want to push into Jimmy.
جیمی دابل کیل برای مازی کنترلان. فرگی نمیگیره. شیوهی روی بام سایت هم تیمیش هم در کنارش هست. دسته برمیگره برای کنترل خط وسط. C4 هم از دست رفته. بازیکن ماوز اسپورت در کنار هم پشت اسموک. جیل اسپوت کرد نفر اول رو، اما توجی 443 تا دمیج که میکنه تو سر و صورت حریفش و اختلاف حالا میرسه به 1 امتیاز.
Or it's a punish of Inferno picked by MOUZ.
There's not been a AWP in the hands of Wonderful this entire T side. They've wanted to operate with the AK-47, but this from Jimmy, stone cold. Turns the flash, spins on a dime, pivots in with a double, it still gets messy.
Oh, Torji, that's such a sick shot. His teammate's head right next to his opponent. If he's not precise, that could have been a catastrophe right there.
MOUZ about to work hard for every single one of these rounds. Roland taking damage too.
سعی دارن دمیج بزنن. هر دو تیم موفق هم هستن. الکسی زیادی خورده باید مواظب باشه توی این راند 24 آخرین راند نیمه دوم هم اول رو شاهد هستیم.
NAVI players as to how they approach this.
A flash necessary. یه فلش توجی موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرای. اکسرشن در نزدیکی بنانا. روتیشن در انجام میشه به سمت بام سایت A، جایی که 3 بازیکن ماوز اسپورتس آماده برای دفاع هستن. این بار
Jimmy can't really justify bike. He doesn't have a smoke. There's mollies to deal with him. Imma's picked a gap. Imma's a threat.
آروم آروم میسته که بیکی داره میاد جلو. بازیکن خطرناک، ریسکی. چقدر پسیو بایستان بازیکن ماوز اسپورتس. حالا با 1 فلش خط باز میشه به سمت بام سایت. برولان موفق، تورجی موفق تر. خط بعدی جیمی واندرفول تک به 5. بازی به اوورتایم کشیده خواهد شد. واندرفول نفر اول رو شکار میکنه، برمیگرده عقب. تورجی کارشو تمام میکنه و اوورتایم 12-12 نتیجه بازی برابر. گفتم ناوی تو دیساید این کاره نیست. میدونم میشنید دیگه. ناوی گیر میکنه دیساید. اصلا دیساید اینفرنوشون خوب نیست. اصلا
Someone in that MOUZ jersey found it in them, found the capacity for greatness and forced us here.
Coming into this, could have written it off as a bit of a sleeper. MOUZ who, Studio what? This is the stage, and this is embracing it against the world #1. Something MOUZ had attested to their name just a few months ago.
I just saw a timeout, I don't know.
Yeah, it was called.
Did they really burn that overtime timeout?
The overtime timeout has been used for NAVI going straight into things.
Wow.
A chance to take a breather, reset.
Interesting.
I landed confidence, but you were fucking stupid. Good job.
ناوی تاکتیکال تایموت گرفتن. اوورتایم شروع نشده.
Calm demeanor.
Well, guess what's changed in overtime? The wonderful AWP.
اینفرنو اصلا سیتی سایده ده.
Inferno notoriously difficult to find Yeah, contributions, that smoke giving us an example as to why. Choke points, nades. Oh, it's heavy onto JL.
چه دمیجی میزنن. برولان موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانک. فلش از راه میرسه. الکسی بی دلو دیگه زد به دریا. واندرفول توی اسموک. هد شات والبنگ توی اسموک.
Alexi B wanted to accelerate, may second guess it now the incendiary's down, but the double smoke implies they want to commit. Ooh, interesting, that might be enough cause for concern that
اما
NAVI
هنوز کار تموم نشده. وسط رو پرتاب میکنن روتیشن. شیوهی توی سیتی داره بازی میکنه.
worried about the gaps that could have been pipped. A nuisance was Imma with some of those lurks within the first half. Another smoke, still so much time. NAVI can sit, they can wait. They're in no hurry, they're in no rush. And Jimmy, bullied in his position, not playing for info, just tucked in, turtled up, unknown on the other side.
اختیار نداره ایمان. تنها بازیکنی که تو ناوی.
The AWP in hand. He is going to have to go nuts to lock this side down single-handedly. 1v4.
همه چیز روی دوش تورجی است. آیتم‌ها پرتاب میشه. شات اول رو نمیتونه لند بکنه. تورجی مجبور میشه برگرد عقب. حالا شات رو لند میکنه. 3-3 میکنه روند کار رو. هنوز کار تمام نشده. یه فرق دیگه 2-2. تورجی خیلی داره خوب بازی میکنه برای تیمش، ولی چقدر هم تیمیاش فاصله‌اش زیاد بود. روی WP در کنار الکسی بی جفت بازیکنان لو اچ پی هستن. سوینگ کنه میتونه بزنه. اگر سوینگ کنه، سوینگ نکرد. نفر اول جیمی حالا تو تک به 2 قرار گرفته در برابر واندرفول و الکسی بی.
Alexi B and Wonderful surely starting to believe that the first round of overtime is theirs. The nade will spine
پرتاب میشه. دمیج خاصی نزد به واندرفول. جیمی داره میاد جلو. الکسی بی کارشو تمام کنه. ناوی موفق تو گرفتن اولین امتیاز اوورتایم.
Gotta really look to Alexi in that one, being stubborn for the trade in Banana, forcing the issue, applying so much pressure, making sure he double guess. Are they hitting that site? Too much time? No way. They put the game or the round in Torji's hands, and he delivered 2, which is what made a retake even possible, the consideration. But that smoke fading, as mentioned, AWP dip for Wonderful. First round with it in his hands on his team side, and he comes in huge for NAVI.
I think once he's burrowed into Nubox, he knows it's his responsibility to close, and he delivers. First round T side broken through. Have NAVI? Is there a response from MOUZ? Different approach. And Zershan forward. Ready for the fight, edging the smoke though here, JL. Maybe he overloads if Zershan's not careful. Thinks twice.
They know that the threats could reside on just the other side, and again looking for this finish
نیمی
towards
از
B.
هلس پوینت خودش رو از دست داد. اکسرشن
Early information
برای پرتاب اسموک.
MOUZ are somewhat in the dark. Torji floating, but here comes the fight. This might be quick.
حالا حرکت آغاز میشه. چرا اوت پلی شد اونجا؟ برولان روی بام سایت بریک. تورجی موفق تو ادامه کار. دمیجی میزنن به تورجی، اما همه بازیکن موز اسپورت اینجا حضور دارن. فرک‌های پیاپی تک به 4 بیت. میدونن همیشه بازیکن توی فلنک هست و جیمی کارشو تموم میکنه.
13. From Torji there. There's 3 targets to worry about if you're NAVI. Brolin backside with the extinguish. How are we going to deal with him now that smoke's down? Exertion rotates towards Coffins. He kicks up a fuss, and with the clear of the smoke, Torji says, hello, you've got to worry about me as well.
So impressed by Brolin and his duties here. He stays active, brings the fight to Alexi. That's the first man in, cut down. What a relief that is for the side. And then you have the rest, all the pieces lining up. Zershan an impactful double to close. And NAVI, yeah, it's not going to be a walk in the park here.
You have to put through their paces, and Brolin, not a name we've spoken about too much in recent years, but he's the most experienced in this MOUZ camp.
Crazy.
His time at NIP didn't count, but Fnatic with JW and Flusher definitely did.
Yeah, he played with the old guard.
بازی میکنه. اکسرشن برمیگرده عقب.
And to say Brolin the most experienced member, that's a wake-up call for me. I know the youngest roster is MOUZ.
ریکاور کرد.
But this whole server, as we said, stacked with the next generation of talent in Counter-Strike.
اسمه که دیپ لانگ.
And Shui,
یه لحظه تایمینگی خطرناک.
most promising of those new captain talents. They go active. They're coming for him.
بیان جلو اشتباه برولان واندرفول اتومیس فیلمبردار مجالس.
That round is embodying the confidence for MOUZ. The fact that they're willing to go for those type of fights, but they know the Bron's a B player. That opens the door for Alexi to hop in with a bit of a fake. See what exertion. Does he buckle?
How convincing is it? I'm looking at Torji. That's exactly who I'm looking at. I want to see how he reacts. He is starting to be convinced.
Yeah, exertion has no information. He's playing completely retake.
Yeah, they're flying blind. Oh, Shui was thinking about it as well. Oh, there's indecision. You can see it.
حالا شیوی برمیگرده موفق 4-4 بیت اذیتی میکنه. سعی دارم میان داخل. تورجی هم از راه رسیده. الکسی بی نمیتونه بهشون بده. همه بازیکن‌ها میدونن که روی بام سایت حضور دارن. جیمی روی بام سایت تورجی موفق تر. خود جیمی یه فرق دیگه. الکسی بی تنها روی بام سایت خالی. الکسی داره از راه میرسه ولی کاری از پیش نمیبره. 14-13.
Seems insane to say after that first half. MOUZ looking foolish with the map pick, but have justified it on the big stage. The Cathedral getting what they deserve. One of these two a blood sacrifice.
10-3 down, they go 12-12, and now the lead. A round ahead.
Time نداشتن روتیت
the second half of play. Cycron liked what Blade opted for getting into OT. The tactical timeout, the 30 seconds, the conversation to recenter, to refocus. We are going blow for blow. Individuals showing form. Tactical Counter-Strike on display. In-game leaders and coaches mind melding to outplay in the most intense of environments. The cheers for NAVI begin, but a fan corner for MOUZ has two.
تیم مرای جابجایی 14-13 ادوانتیج در دستان موز اسپورت توی اسکوربورد.
Understandable when the Counter-Strike looks like this.
شیوهی در ابتدای کار نیمت اسپون خوشو از دست داد آیتم های پیاپی.
eats it. Molly singes JL and Alexi with just 100 points of health between them.
این بار خوب جواب دادن آیتم ها رو توی بنانا.
So aggressive, so all in.
Who's going to test it? It's someone's responsibility to take this map control. It seems like Brolin's been tasked with it. Typically a two-man job, a two-man operation. Bit could take this fight. Brolin welcomes it. Oh, but Bit so damn deadly. Oh, and a fumble, wonderful. Gets a nade between the legs, and that one's gonna hurt.
They back off slowly. No harm, no foul. But the reroute, Chewy. Can he call them into a round victory? Mid-blocked. No HE to break through.
Navi's health leaving them looking a little worse for wear. But a man disadvantage, such a discrepancy can MOUZ overcome. He's having a look. Wonderful, known to flick.
Wonderful! Ja, väl fast
extends the advantage. To tie us up 14
اتفاقاتی داره میفته توی این بازی. کلیکو کرد آمارشو دارن. واندرفول نمیتونه ادامه کار فرگ بگیره. تورچی ایما روی بام ساید. بازی برابر. خدای من چه اتفاقاتی داره رقم میخوره توی این مپ این جدال.
Continuing to keep his name towards the tippy top of that scoreboard, but it's a team effort on both sides, and wonderful, it's a thing of beauty. There's one of these quick kids on the boomstick.
این شاتو زد از تو پیتو نتونست بزنه.
All tied up.
14-14 نتیجه بازی برابر. 4 بازیکن ناوی اینجا حضور دارن. دعوا ناموسیه توی بنانو اول راندا. این بار کمی سریعتر حرکت آغاز شده به سمت وسط، نمیتونه شاتشو لند بکنه. واندرفول دو میز پیاپی بیت روی بام ساید. ایما در کنارش حضور داره، اذیت میکنن. ایما همکاری از پیش نمیبره. 2-2 الکسی بی در کنار جی ال. اما سیفور پلند شده و همه چیز به سوده.
Torji has another, can delay for longer.
That's going to be something for Zash to continue to play around. That's basically replenish what he was already working with.
MOUZ سپورت هست، زمان داره سپری میشه. جی ال به دنبال شکار داره خط رو باز میکنه. اینسندیاری پرتاب میشه توی پیت. نفر اول اسپات میکنه جی ال، اما نمیتونه فرگو بگیره. جی ال الکسی بی خیلی سری میره برای دیفیوز.
They take the fight. They don't play the timer. They want to win out those duels. And NAVI oblige. Puff up their chest and grab 15 first.
How does that go wrong for the two of them? Ime immediately needs recognition for his contributions off screen.
That's the kill, really.
That was the drive-by, right? And Alexi B so ready for Zershin around that smoke. He threw that from library side and retooled and repathed his way into the site. JL telling him to calm down.
Whoa. Hold up a second. Jimmy's got to go back to spawn. Doesn't have a gun right now. Surely something was dropped for him, right?
He's got it.
Okay, he's got it. But he's laid out a spawn.
Jimmy لازم بدون گان داشت میومد جلو. باز هم بازی تهاجمی بیتس و واندرفول این بار سمت ای پلس. این اگریسیو ستاپا خیلی خطرناکه، مخصوصا با واندرفولی که وظیفه فیلم برداری مجالس رو بر عهده گرفته. ایمی از اسمانت خودش رو از دست داد. واندرفول خط آف گارد آف انگل خیلی خطرناک و ریسکی. بیتس خطا باز میکنه. وقت گرفتن اوپنینگ فرک تو ادامه کار. یه ستاپ بیت رو اینجا شاهدیم. ایما دوبل کیل برای این بازیکن. واندرفول هم موفق و ناوی مپ اول رو از آن خودش میکنه به هر قیمتی که شده. یا ابوالفضل عرب پابلیش میکنم. خب آره حالا باید سنگین باشه. استغفرالله ربی و اتوب الیه. بسم الله. خب با نام خدا خدمت شما عزیزان هستیم. فارسیم تموم شد کلا. دانلود زبان فارسی. مپ دوم ماوس اسپورتس ناوی. ببینیم چه اتفاقی رقم خواهد خورد. تورجی حرکت آغاز میکنم به سمت بام ساید. فرست بلاد سعی در گرفتن ترید بیتس فشار رو بیشتر میکنه. اکسرشن از راه رسید. بک ساید چیوید. اکسرشن موفق تر 2-2 تک به 2 الکسی بی. نمیتونه کارسازی بکنی یا نه. 7 HP سعی داره فرگی رو از آن خودش بکنه. حالا تک به تک در برابر برولان. خط درستی رو نگه داشته الکسی بی، اما برولان موفق تر به کلاچ تک به تک. گلابو بذارم واقعا خیلی گرمه.
Was a hero for MOUZ in moments in map number 1. Wasn't enough to see them flying sky high to pick up the victory on their turf. Exertion, important kills for him.
اینم بندش.
He tends to have a bit of a drop off in these stage environments compared to his other team. Well, actually, they all do, but Exertion feels to be a little bit of a step up. But I think that conversation might be done. It might be dusted.
خب MOUZ اسپورتس موفق به گرفتن پیستول راوند.
Wow.
میراژ مپی توسط ناوی پیک شده، اما MOUZ اسپورتس هم قدرت فوق‌العاده زیادی توی این مپ داره. به نظر من قدرت MOUZ اسپورتس توی میراژ بیشتره. سامورایی مرسی واسه دونیت جیگر طلا فدا بشم و وردد حاج قربونه دارم. من عزیز منی مرسی، ممنون، متشکر بسیار. سلام به روی محمدتون همگی، خوش اومدید. مرسی برای تبریکاتون. باری دیگر برمیگردیم به بازی. شیوهی موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانک. اکسرشن توی شورت. یه نفر دیگه هم سمت لانگ داشت و امتیاز دوم برای
For me, he's the definition of an X-factor player. He'll take
MOUZ
space and do the dirty work, but when he's lining up the scoreboard, it's difference makers. Now, this is just the eco bash.
Sure, but as we always discuss, just how prominent bashing on this eco, getting that multi-kill, quick flicks around, headshots, one magazine, 4K. It's going to get the juices flowing. Confidence-driven game.
Not NAVI into the rifles.
تورجی مولی خودشو پرتاب میکنه سمت
for this very purpose. AK's across the board. We'll see how long this time it takes for NAVI to get the AWP in the hands of Mr. Wonderful. Bomb down towards spawn, so no indication this one's going to be a default spread. Alexi working his way around the mid smokes, jostling for position, jostling for space.
نتیجه‌ای به همراه نداشته ایما.
Keep your eyes on what Emma and Alexi
برمیگردن عقب. چه کمبویی زده بودن. اگر اومده بود جلوی ما 100% مرده بود. توی کمبو نید مولی باشی 100 مردی. سرعت رو بسیار کم کردن. الکسی بی تاپ مید از اسمو که خودش استفاده میکنه. اسمو که تاپ کان.
Second wave. Their penultimate smoke. Now blooms, but ahead of the util.
شوهی موفق. تورجی فرگ دوم.
Reaps the rewards. Brolan tested now.
روتیشن انجام شده. بیت 3-2 ادوانتیج در دستان ماوس اسپورتس. JL خطو باز میکنه به سرعت میاد روی بام سایت سمت سیتی. اکسرشن و موفق. خود اکسرشن دابل کیل و امتیاز سوم برای ماوس اسپورتس. شروع خیلی خوبی رو داشته این تیم. امتیاز بعدی رو هم میتونه از آن خودش بکنن. ناوی تو این سراند موفق با پنالتی C4 نشده.
In the head-to-head, trounced them. But MOUZ earlier in the year, they were 12 consecutive on this very map.
Interesting, so their record is up for debate here.
Yeah, only recently got broken over at EWC against Furia, and then NAVI piled on another loss. But MOUZ were in the conversation for best Mirage team not that long ago. So this matchup, these two teams locking horns, this is the top of the Counter-Strike pyramid at the moment. It's not the household names of a G2 or a FaZe, but these guys are playing some of the best Counter-Strike of the year.
11 consecutive.
بیت کلن خوراکش تنها بازی کردن قشنگ موریکه.
And with that in mind, that stat line I just pointed out, MOUZ don't come into this too worried. Sure, the result last time didn't go your way, but you're not going into unfamiliar territory. This isn't a punish pick. They haven't revealed a trap card and said, hold up, you don't play this. This is still a comfort zone for you. And Torji
باز هم موفق توی گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانک به سود ماوس اسپورتس.
Mirage starting to feel like home for MOUZ as they make light work of the opening. A fourth. Up for debate. NAVI in pursuit of their first, and they are congregating. They're now starting to deviate. Two towards the underpass, two towards the top mid, looking to try and take some questions off the mid hole. Torji and Shui. And JL's Deagle. Woo! Not for long, Shui.
یه شات خیلی تمیز. تورجی هم اونجا حضور داره. ادامه کار. خطا باز شده سعی در گرفتنه. یک فرگ دیگه اما موفق تر باز هم بازی کنه. ماوس اسپورتس.
in the first half of map number 1 was looking like a blowout. There were still rounds where they were vying, they were fighting, they were putting up resistance. Never felt like MOUZ were completely out of things, even though the scoreline may have resembled that.
Yeah, that fight continues.
Wonderful's AWP has been brought through with the max loss bonus, so it's not going to go a whole regulation before we see him with the AWP in play. At least as far as the T side is concerned. Did start to find himself as a difference maker in OT with the big green. Bomb this time over towards B. Alexi again. You can see this pathing behind their top mid smoke.
Alexi خط اسموک رو باز میکنه. کنترل وسط در دستانه.
Oh, that's big.
شیوهی
They have to find something beneficial off the back of these smokes. Sure, some territory gained, but
actually it was all 5.
Now they're pushing through. They won't have a single smoke to work with as these fade.
کانکتور ایما.
So does Shui. out of the round.
موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرکچری انجام میشه توسط برولان. واندرفول حالا حرکت خودش رو آغاز کرده. باز کنه میتونه از سمت شورت شکارش بکنه که برمیگرده داخل. اکسرشن
knocking on Jimmy's door.
واندرفول از راه رسیده. جیمی برای گرفتن یک فرگ. سرشن کماکان اینجا حضور داره. جی ال داره برمیگرده عقب و تورشی روی بام سایت موفق. باز هم ادوانتج در دستان ماوس اسپورت.
Well, Torji, heads up, has changed position. Not just going to let himself get picked off for free. Is playing a retake setup now. Exertion. If he gets any information, can look for the swing.
Wonderful.
Bit ropey. Has been able to fortify a strong position of jungle now, but without a smoke to work with. Where is JL to plant? That's the issue. Molly comes in, now they know.
Can Torji get a sideline on that plant?
ریسک بکنن و سیفور رو بدون اسموک پلنت بکنن.
On the retreat.
واندرفول یه میس نداد ولی لیک شات زد.
JL the unknown entity. Playing around Tetra, staying active, trying to catch Torsi as he mantles up these boxes, maybe looking the wrong way. It's going to be hard for Wonderful to get both here. One could be enough.
میتونه کاری ازش ببری یا نه. چه فیلم برداری کرد. سه بازیکن دارن خطا رو باز میکنن. جیل نفر اول، نفر دوم نشسته برای وای جیل تریپل کیل کلاچ تک به 3. حالا MVP میجر یه خودی نشون میده. چه وان تپی زد با اون ایکیش.
They just want to swarm him. That confidence comes back to bite them in the ass. Swinging JL. There's the one tap.
اوی برولانو چقدر بد زد.
Playtime cancelled by JL.
That is the individuals putting up resistance. That could be a tone shifter. It's not a classic tactical outmaneuvering, out calling, out positioning. That was out fragging. And if you thought that was disgusting, check this out.
ای کوفته بخوری. ننگت.
A long way away from home, but a taste of Australia in the Lanxess. We get back to business. JL's just started.
My wife forced me to play Counter-Strike. We are still married.
And look how limp it is. They're taking the time out to have the conversation. Blade, even though they won that round, I'm sure he's not happy with how things have been proceeding. That was the first round in the 5 played where NAVI found the opener, thanks to Emma. JL converted it with a miracle. And yeah, sure, you're looking at the bar, you're wondering, why is there a deagle? Why is there so many Galils? You think about all the casualties they took just to put the first round on the board. Both teams, finances ropey.
نخستین امتیاز رو توی اسکوربورد برای خودش ثبت بکنه و
Look at this gamble. AWP
کماکان اختلاف خوبی رو حفظ کردن بازیکنه
able to bolster this A/mid defense. While an exertion going looking for some space.
ایما
They're coming.
اومده بالا. یه لحظه جیل
considering a walk through. Thinks twice about that. Molotov limits their options. Wonderful seems to be spotted out by Shuey. The loss of image.
داره خط رو باز میکنه. بیت فرگ نصیبش نمیشه. الکس بی هم شکار شده. واندرفول روی دیزرت یک فرگ سعی داره فرگ بعدی رو بگیره. ناموفق. جیل تک به 4 کارشو تموم میکنن این بار. اجازه ادامه کار رو نمیدن به بازیکن ناوی.
They take the fight to them, winning some key jewels. Shuey over towards Connector yet again, and the finances for NAVI straight back to Squalor.
Yeah, that party got crashed very fast.
Well, back in the winning ways as far as the openers are concerned, and Shuey, he's 3-1 in opening exchanges early. If that keeps up, the fact that in-game leader is getting away with that type of output at the moment is a tone setup.
It's such a crucial position as well. So much responsibility on the con player, and to be doing that and calling the shots, admirable.
Well, Brolin got a little bit of early contact there, dropped a defensive smoke.
جیمی در حال جامپ زدن، چک کردن های پیاپی. ایما مومنت قشنگی داشت.
Now keeping MOUZ on their toes with these pistols, but it is just pistols. Wonderful with a Glock. The rest have some upgrades.
حالا
A
جیمی
little bit of util to work with short.
اسمو که خودش استفاده میکنه لیتس.
But this is the good start that Cyclone was talking about, that MOUZ were looking for.
شانس زیادی داره موز اسپورتس توی گرفتن امتیاز ششم توی راند هفتم.
You limit the opening kills or opening deaths, depends on how you want to frame it. You limit the opportunities that NAVI can run with.
They should have nothing here, Chad. Last attempt towards middle. Smoke window. Shu will tend to that. Stare at that smoke. Roland in support. Spams the smoke looking for answers.
Late.
Re-smoke con, that's very well timed. And allows Brolin to find a forward position. Don't forget, it's just pistols. It's just
حرکت انجام شد. اکسرشن دوبل کیل برای این بازیکن. جیمی، شیوهی و برولان کارو تموم میکنن و باز هم امتیاز برای ماوز اسپورت. یاسین آچار تقریبا مادر که چرا در ما آرزات برسی قربون دارم عزیزم. مرسی ممنونم جیگر. ماشه کلت به شما میرسه. مرسی مرسی. گفتم اول بازی این مپ به نظر من قدرت ماوز اسپورت از اینفرنو بیشتره. خیلی بهتره. چرا مپ اول اصلا ماوز اسپورت اومد.
MOUZ, after losing that first map and being competitive, bringing themselves back from
اینفرنو رو پیک کرد. بیشترم سورپرایز شدم که چرا ناوی جلوی موز اسپورت اومد میراژ رو پیک کرد. این از اوپنینگ فرگ. الکسی کمی سرعت داشت کار قرار میده اما به سرعت کارشو تموم میکنه.
Really limiting their options. JL starts.
JL خطو باز میکنه. اکسرشن.
That was exertion. He got there in time, responded from jungle. Brolin under pressure. The support network is there, and this could be the breakout game for exertion on the stages.
Oh man, he's looking like his old self here. Playing that game we know he's got on the biggest of stages. Wonderful, however.
یک بریک. دو فرگ پیاپی. اکسرشن. اوه چه ویفی داد اکسرشن. هرچند برولان هنوز روی بام سایت هست.
They know he's the beat anchor. And wonderful considering it as he starts to move the bomb towards the first letter of the alphabet. It puts it all onto the Swede's shoulders.
برولان خیلی پوزیشنش الان
clean on his initial exchanges.
مهم و حیاتیه. بازیکنان دارن با فاصله جدا از همدیگه بازی میکنن. دقیقاً نگران برولان هستن. بازیکن ناوی مشخصه که دنبالشن. JL تو باز میکنه. تایم دارن هنوز بازیکن ناوی. 30 ثانیه زمان.
Passing glance at deep ramp. Now here we go. This is the fight.
ایما حالا داره حرکت رو آغاز میکنه. وای همدیگه رو پیدا نکردن. سیفور دینای میشه. حالا ایما از راه میرسه. 6 ثانیه بیشتر زمان باقی نمونده و حالا JL تک به تک آمار همدیگه رو دارن. جفت بازیکن‌ها دمیج میزنن به هم دیگه. جیمی در برابر JL. یک نیت ادوانتیج داره جیمی. اما نداره که خط رو رد کرده یا خیر. JL سعی داره خوب بازی بکنه و صداها رو بشنوه. موفقم از کلاچ تک به تک. چه امتیازی رو زنده میکنه ناوی.
Shake of the head there from Jimmy. Lost track of JL in the chaos. Both whipping spam at range.
How has he done that twice?
Look at this. This encapsulates how this round is even possible for MOUZ. Brolin finding a gap, a miracle moment. The holy hand grenade of Jimmy not doing enough damage.
And JL, he stands and just waits. Picking up the bomb is already impressive. Getting it down in time is impressive. Given the chaos that Brolin created.
Still, NAVI, because of the way they won the round,
wonderful. Upgrade بیدر پی الکسی فقط یک فرک تونسته بزنه.
The firepower still there for MOUZ. The utility, maybe not. Diffuse kit,
Yeah, retakes would not be wise considering.
But this could be a break point. If NAVI win this round, the floodgates can open. They could even tie the half up 6-6. It's been good work from MOUZ so far, but they've been in control of the economy. It's the clutch is the only thing going against them.
نگه داشته آیتم‌های پیاپی.
2 rounds all NAVI have to boast, but this could be a deviation.
توی اسموک موفق بشه کار شیوهی.
IME's provided it. Swift headshot to the face of Chewy.
سعی داره از گپ اسموک استفاده بکنه. خطرناک.
Pressure on Brolin.
برولان سمت سیتی خطا داره باز میشه. اکسترشن دابل کیل برای مازیکان. برولان با تک 9 مرد. خوشی کماکان سمت سیتی حضور داره. واندرفول با HP 3 بار بسیار سخت شده. بیتروش چه کار میکنن. خطرناک و حالا تک به 2. واندرفول با HP 3 همه چیز مهیاس برای موز اسپورتس و اینجا کارا تموم میکنه جیمیو. موز اسپورتس موفق تو گرفتن امتیازی دیگر.
Dents feel like they're being made. The confidence after losing the clutches. JL. The only reason there's 2 rounds on the board for NAVI, but exertion. Massive play, just spams
از یه پوزیشن 3 تا فرگ زدن. 4 تاشون از جانگل بودن.
He has been farming some of the eeks, some of the lighter buys, but that's impact right there. Again, NAVI back down to these pistols. MOUZ are in full control of this first half.
I think that MOUZ fan section's growing here in the Lanxess. As always, they're fans of good Counter-Strike, and MOUZ are playing just that.
Making it look like similar openings or mid-rounds for NAVI. Window smoke, connector smoke, but it's going to be the waterfall at Palace. Torji is here.
He's going to have to respond to this well. These are those rounds that can slip through your fingers if you slip up, if you overlook a
باز میکنن فرک‌های پیاپی. برولان شیوهی و این هم از فرک آخر و باز هم موز اسپورتس موفق تو گرفتن امتیاز.
Over towards Ticket, didn't have to do anything. The rifles clobber NAVI. And Blade, you're under pressure now. Tactical timeout number 2. Rifles sure. Just like MOUZ in map number 1, the first half of the play. Searching for solutions late.
Right.
4, it's enough. 3, they can work with. 2, lose pistol and it feels done and dusted. Blade aware of that. What's the adjustment? What's the change of tact? Finances have never really been able to swell for MOUZ. NAVI have done a good job of putting up resistance. The clutches,
8-2 اختلاف
the only rounds they have to
بسیار زیاد
boast.
بین
Just like
دو
map number 1,
تیم.
it's felt competitive.
Precisely. It does have that same kind of aura. And Bit, that is aggressive. He gives
Bit,
it a go.
aggressive.
Spray.
فرگ اول، فرگ دوم، دابل کیل برای این بازیکن به سرعت. نید از راه میرسه، نمیتونن با نید حذفش بکنن. JL سعی داره اینفو بگیره و حالا بازیکن ناوی برمیگردن عقب.
A stunning display, sure. But for Alexi, he's probably telling his boys right now, freeze. Find a clean finish.
این فریز خطرناکیه.
But a third compulsory to get to the fourth.
دنبال شکار. شیوهی. چطوری همین 29 دیگر تو برم فدا بشم. خوش اومدی.
Shui calling this gamble. What are the tells? Right now it's looking like he wants to get into his power position. Going to search and clear window alongside of Shui. In that underpass. Diligent. Still wary of this possibility. Window smoke now into play and Shui leads to his demise.
ایما صبر و حوصله‌ای که به خرج میده جواب هم
and patience has led them to an open A site.
میگیره. ایما از همین الان رفته واسه هانس.
Bottom of the barrel loss bonus going into the last round for MOUZ. Escape route, vied for. Almost confirmation as NAVI look to keep all 5 alive.
ایما برگشت ای سج اگه با این میستاد میتونست یه دونه اگزیت همینجا بگیره. واندرفول توی تی اسپان ایما.
So the timeout conversation. Bit. Go a ramp. Take a fight. Get 2 kills.
راستیه یه تایموت گرفتن الکسی بیت گفت باز کن بزن. همین کل تایموت همین. چه عجب واندرفول چه عجب آخر زمان شده واندرفول فرق میزنه چطور ممکنه
Exertion a necessary save. At least they get one through.
Yeah, he could drop one. Brolin can by himself. Jimmy can as well. But that means that either Torji or Shui will likely go without in this scenario. Maybe you want to prioritize MP9 so you can get the utility.
I mean, there's nothing for them to learn in this one other than Bit can shoot. Don't give him the chances. That peak from Brolan trying to find that trade, but instead it's the round.
Desperate from Shui, knowing they needed some space, but the incendiary towards the ramp, Bit playing around it, abusing the gap that presents itself.
Tactical yeah,
smaller incendiaries, they open up some plays to be made on multiple maps. Ramp is one of them. If it's not perfectly placed, it can be punished, and Bit, he manages to do everything required from him off the back of that timeout. Now that gives NAVI 3, Chad. You've discussed the finances of MOUZ. They're yet to make a decision. We are going to be seeing a tag timeout called by MOUZ for this final round of our second map's first half.
Well, that tells you the importance that Cyclone's putting behind this one. Had a really strong showing. Let's not go into the halftime break in a sour mood. Let's put our best foot forward. MR12, things can get away from you quickly.
Just look at map 1.
Is this just a discussion of division of labor? Or is this a chat about potentially an aggressive CT maneuver?
میریم برای راند آخر نیمه اول مپ دوم 8-3 نتیجه بازی به سود ماوس اسپورتس. تورژی سکات در دستان این بازیکن در کنار 4 رایفلر.
Just have so much less utility to be able to play with. Can't flash for each other, limited smokes to block, the same to be said for incendiaries. So any pressure like this keeps you on your toes.
مولی با مولی الکسی دی
well aware information as to the setup, trying to keep the pressure on con side. Bit's already got the B players under scrutiny. Alexi, quiet first half for him. The opposite for Zershin.
سرشن سمت شورت در کنار هم تیمیش هم جیمی باشه. آره خط شورت رو نگه داشتن آماده برای بوست. واندرفول موفق به گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانکشی و هیترید رو انجام میده. سرشن تو ارتفاعات موفق به گرفتن ادوانتیج. جیل خط باز کرده اومده بیرون. 2 نفر دارن فشار میارن سعی دارن سریعتر کار جیل رو تمام بکنن. موفق تو انجام این کار هم هستن. 3-2
looking to elevate. He's going to be overlooked here by Bit, but he can hit hard and he can flick fast. 35 as they encroach towards the A site. Spots him out. Molly will limit his options. Shui
استفاده میکنه.
Burning down, burning. Oh, Bit.
جیمی کباب شد. تورشی از راه میرسه. موفق تو ترید و حالا واندرفول یک بار دیگه موقع تک به 2 این بار فول اچ پی.
seconds to piece this together. It's hurried. It has to be rushed. And he peeks through. He's caught him.
نفر اول رو شکار میکنه. حالا تک به تک واندرفول در برابر جیمی. تایم نداره باید سریعتر بومو پلنت بکنه. یه فکر حالا میره برای پلنت. یه فلش فکر میکنم اسپات کرده باشن. میره یه فلیک شات بزنه لند نمیشه. اساس HP 60 حتی حالا باز میکنه واندرفول. بالاخره یه چیزی دیدیم از این بابا. خب میریم برای پیستو راند دوم 8-4 اختلاف 4 امتیازی.
The timing of his execution will define the support available for Bit.
خیلی پوزیشنش مهم. بین بیت تریپل کیل برای این بازیکن. ادامه کار برولان کارشو تموم میکنه 4-2.
But it's Bit that's playing like royalty in the server here.
ایما به دنبال شیطنت.
3 frags, instantaneous disruption of the plans of MOUZ. Can they get that bomb down? Yeah, wonderful. They have a lot, but Brolin provides good cover. Back, long range, maybe Alexi, but no
ایما جواب میده. خود ایما دابل کیل برای این بازیکن و بیسوران به سود ناوی. هل یو تو HD.
Defending that 11 straight streak. Can they make it 12? Can they book a spot in the grand final against Vitality? Well, that bomb going down gives MOUZ something to work with. Huge from Bit. MVP over EWC. And you go to the clutches of JO in the first half. Well, major MVP himself, showing they are big game players under pressure. The difference makers, the extremities. They be shattering the hopes and dreams of MOUZ to push this to a third. Ancient awaits, forced by In. Galil's in the hands of 3. Tech9's for Shui and Torji tasked with the nades. Imma, classic play, searches mid, the nades are late.
جفت نیدو رو دوج داد.
Counting his lucky stars.
Yeah, and Zarshin going down is actually a bit of a problem now for MOUZ. He's one of their hardest hitters, and he'll not be contributing a thing. Some damage, sure. JL, quick with the M4, and a lot of work to do.
I think they want to crunch on mid. Alexi's going to assist this from Cat.
Turns the flash.
باز میشه داخل
As they try and
کانکتور.
Spots the back.
برابر اسپات میکنه. واندرفول دابل کیل با همون HP.
With the M4,
4-2 کماکان روش بزنه. باز هم واندرفول تریپل کیل کواد کیل.
duck for Shui, and he has been unable to provide.
Tech9 betrays him.
Completely.
یا ابوالفضل.
Indeed, 4 kills, and NAVI, they passed the test of that force buy.
Everybody's stepping up in different moments for NAVI now. Bit's pistol rounds, wonderful right there with some huge impact to deal with the force buy. Now forced them to an eco. The JL clutches. I think Imma has also been good in some of these rounds, finding gaps and entries towards middle within that T side. Even if they always weren't converted, he was doing his job. 2 rounds the difference should become 1, and a smile on the face of Wonderful.
This could be the last half of Counter-Strike we get this Saturday.
واندرفول این بار موفق نیست، اما ایما اسپری کنترل کواد کیل برای این بازیکن و JL. حکم اتمام راند رو امضا میکنه برای ناوی.
Especially when you put 5 on the trot.
Look at that control. Just melts them. And this could be the last half of play. Let's make sure we have some fun. Let's bring the energy, Lanxess. This semi-final continues, and now the guns out.
ناوی داره 4-5 بازی میکنه این مپ و الکسی اصلا نیست توی بازی.
Torji can't say the same.
یه پوش اگریسیو.
Party of investigation for Bit and JL completely fortified, knowing where the hell is Roland. He's either going to be A-Rap or Palace. Well, right now he's neither. Helping facilitate this mid-fight. Window smoke late. Shui and Torji to take some space. Exertion and Jimmy from under window.
داره به پوش خودش ادامه میده. JL
currently tasked with locking down mid. Going through their mid-control procedures.
نیست ایما.
Posturing for what appears to be a potential B hit or split.
Position
actually dipped down to help fight towards connector.
No.
This could be the fight.
There's a real opportunity here. Yeah, walks into the angle.
Was not ready for Zarshin.
And he tries to take that lead. He tries to take that kill and get away. And Shui builds upon it. Takes down Bit.
Just Alexi, one kill to his name. The fight is coming his way.
آیا میتونه بالاخره خودی نشون بده یا خیر؟
The whole team coming his way. MOUZ have set their sights
4 نفر دارن میان به سمت الکسی بی. بیش از یک ترک نصیبش نمیشه.
On the bench position, the bomb will go down, and that is a MOUZ round.
Exertion's close to hear them if they're too loud. That might set him forward for a bit of a hunt. He's tracking this. He's tracking this.
Exertion, sniper حالا.
This is how we want Exertion to play in these stage games. Opening kill on Emma. Denial of the AWP. At least he may have thought. JL. Tetris.
Yeah. We didn't see him. Now bides his time. Zershan overlooks the re-aggress from JL. That is crazy. And it might lead to an AWP save.
Might not push the issue, wanting to keep on to their T-side finances. All right, thought Exertion had made a massive play there by denying the AWP, but JL retains it. Wonderful, can get that back in his hands. JL can buy a rifle. Alexi the same, bit 2. Emma, what's he going to be working with?
This was great from Zershan.
1
minute 4 seconds, and he's just caught Emma walking. And lazy one from him, and he's punished for it. This is the kill that secured the B site and the round. Jimmy, his 6th, and I do see that man, boss man on the mic.
Well, it is already the 3rd tactical timeout for NAVI. That tells you the pressure that they were under within the first half. So Blade has quite the message. If NAVI want to keep that Mirage record spotless, turn 11 into 12, turn a semi into a grand final, and there he is waving in the arena. The mastermind, the puppet master. Alexi takes the MP9. Emma gets the rifle, makes sense with the positions play. The anchor, Alexi, can work with that.
مرسی قربونت برم. مرسی عزیزم. ممنون. بابا همین که
for both teams.
به یاد بودی کفایت میکرد.
MOUZ have done a great job within that first half of limiting Navi's buys. Staying on top of the economy. They could do so again with consecutive T-side rounds.
How do you get them though? JL has tasked himself with a lot of work in mid, has support from Wonderful, will clear the smoke and not spot anything, as they want to go for a bit of a pace changer here. Torji to set them up. Exertion, he's having a great time, but can he find the impact?
Bomb looks second in, so this could be just a full commit. If Alexi gets one, him is not too far away.
خب میریم برای ادامه کارت راند 17 هم. زرشن چه اوپنینگ فرگ ایما زمین و گاز گرفت.
Take a breath, that's huge. There's still over a minute on the clock for Shui to call them into pole position. You know that you've taken down one of the mid defenders. So how are they going to rotate? Where is going to be weak? What is going to be the gamble? Calling the bluff. We don't think that you will fortify this bomb site.
Alexi B به دور از bomb site به این ران از دست.
Wonderful's AWP.
چه دمیجی زد خطو باز میکنه. الکسی بی دابل کیل برای این بازیکن. اما هنوز کار تموم نشده. پانتر
Torji there in the mix as well. He's low, like he wants to play first here, Torji. Can he do it? As they do take the fight onto JL.
هنوز زنده است. واندرفول شکار میشه. بیت همکاری از پیش نمیبره و
With only 2 HP, there's nothing here for JL. He can't do it.
JL خطو باز میکنه و باز هم MOUZ اسپورتس موفق تو گرفتنه.
And back-to-back rounds for the MOUZ T-side campaign.
Ballsy calling from Shui. They only take a moment to have a breath and then they just contact in towards the site. They get the opening kill thanks to Exertion. This is blistering hot. He has been in some of his best form, and again, sure, he's got some eco kills, but the impact in these rifle rounds is starting to add up. 22 kills to his name, the tippy top of the server, no one even close to him.
Oh, okay, JL. Major MVPs in the server as well, by the way. He reminds Brolan.
Damn, ولی اسم کنم 11 رو میگیره MOUZ
now. They've already given away Brolan, sure. It's only a deagle and a 5-7, a flash in play, but that would have to be one hell of a flash as Jimmy will remove Alexi for now, so we back to a 4v4.
I mean, what's Bit supposed to do here? Molotov forces him into the fight! Can't believe it!
Oh, Beats! وای چه بلایی داره سر MOUZ اسپورتس میاد. آخر جیمی تو بازی تک به 3 قرار گرفته. خطرناک داره بازی میکنه. واندرفول روی بام سایت. هنوز شورت سعی داره فرار بکنه واندرفول. حالا شانس هم یاره شده. حالا شارژ میکنه مستقیم و MOUZ اسپورتس رو از دست داد. باورم نمیشه. بیت اصلا باورم نمیشه. بیت
Now's a stomach right now. It's going to drop. The opener, you don't think it's going to cost them a lot because you know what's left, but how the hell does Bit get away with two? The trade, just when we were praising exertion, unable to finish off Bit, and that is now going to start to bubble over. This is unfamiliar territory for MOUZ. We talk about the stages. Traditionally not comfortable here. We thought they had found their home. They had done the hard work, consecutive gun rounds, and then they fumble against the light investment. Cycron sensing that.
Maybe do two back to back. You need a reset. You need to shake that off. Forget it ever happened. Just get back to what's been looking so good for 30 rounds in the first, for 16 rounds here on the second map.
We're about to find out if MOUZ are the real deal. If they can reset from this point and not completely unravel in front of 10,000 people.
آیا امیدها میتونه برای ناوی زنده بشه؟ باید دید.
This is where individuals start doubting, start overstepping, start taking a risk too far, or a risk not enough. Which one's worse? And Bit of all, he's been in that grand final before. 2022 against FaZe, one for the history books. Lifted it from the Hyatt in 21. Looking for his third Cologne Grand Final appearance.
Okay, کانکتور و ویندو پرتاب شده. ایمان
looking for their first.
توی کانکتور دو بازیکن در مقابلش حضور دارن.
They're creeping, they're searching, they're having a look.
تریپل رو نگه داشته شد و لند کردن دو اسنایپر به سمت هم دیگه، اما بازیکن اسپورت موفق تر فرک های پیاپی یه نید دیگه سعی داره جی ال فرک رو بگیره. چه تغییر پوزیشنی داد.
Could be overlooked. Torji seems to be acknowledging the possibility.
They know where he was. He threw a nade. They should be able to focus fire.
This would be so impressive from MOUZ to take this round, take the ball by the ultimate shot from Torji. Zertion has the knowledge. And JL's not even interested. Worried about his flank.
He faked it.
Light on time. Torji's already knife out running away.
سیو بکنه به این ترتیب ماز اسپورت امتیاز 11 خواهد گرفت.
Now it's no time for any funny business, backing away, trying to do some damage. Zertion down. JL at least brings another body with him. But MOUZ find 11, folks. They can't do it against the USPs, but up against the guns, they find their third T round. 11, 2 away from Ancient.
The fact that they could reset after losing to that Bit double, that's massive. And this one, you've got to throw it in Torji's direction for the opener. Then they continue to fall. The trades were there. And JL with the smoke in the kit, maybe it was a consideration for a moment, and then he looked around him and realized where he was. That's not a possibility in this type of environment.
Yeah, that too.
11-8 شانس آخر ناویه. اگه اینا دو بدن
bottom of the barrel.
مپو دادن.
Mattering more for NAVI. They've been able to get another buy. They've been able to get rifles almost across the board. Alexi again, the B anchor, just that SMG. There's a kid in play, the light util, but they lose this. It's 1900 in the loss bonus. That's 12 for MOUZ, and that could be MOUZ breaking the streak.
They would have found a hell of a time to do it.
سرعت بازی رو بسیار کم کردن بازیکن ماوس اسپورتس.
But as Chant highlights, this is the one. This is the round. Wonderful.
Wonderful. این بار موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرانک. ایما JL فرک های پیاپی برای ناوی 5-2. فلش دیپ، دمیج سنگین. JL باز هم موفق. جیمی 40 ثانیه تک به 5.
Jimmy, what we are supposed to do with this?
I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh no, sir.
I have to work hard for this one, and as mentioned, Jimmy's been having a tougher time in these clutches. A 1v5, 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't think so. And all 5 staying alive. This is going to help NAVI down the stretch.
That's the catch onto Brolin. You can see there the clear of the smoke, spams away, finds the head. JL just nails it.
They won every duel. Tricky business, trying to draw the attention of the mid defenders over towards A with Brolin throwing out that Molotov. But Wonderful delivers the first. Imma's turn next. JL with his, everybody lining up the scoreboard and a force spike for MOUZ.
Yeah, just going punch for punch, blow for blow with the young guns.
11-9 خلاف 2 امتیاز راند 21 پیستول آرمور بای فورس بای فورس بای ماوس اسپورتس الکسی بی باز هم روی MP9 سمت بام سایت بی چقدر خطرناکه الکسی آماده است که از اسموی خوش استفاده بکنه حالا خطا رو دارن باز میکنن ساپورت از راه رسیده هرچند هنوز موفق به گرفتن فرنگ نشده یک نید واندرفول شاتا لند میکنه جیل خطرناک باز هم واندرفول جواب میده ایما اومده بیرون بیت موفق و شیوهی تک به 4 این هم از فرای آخر برای ایما و ناوی اختلاف میرسونه به 1 امتیاز توی اسکوربورد.
And just the fact that you can get that down, it could have meant that pistol upgrades were available in this. Now it needs to almost be spotless. Here it is.
Oh, the Molotov, just a momentary thought. And it cost them the bomb plant. And you discussed the finances, Chad. You made it abundantly clear that
fully MOUZ Sports.
If NAVI were to win, as they have, an 11th is just set for
برای ناوی تو گرفتن امتیاز 11ام.
Not even that same kind of, one flash, one dig that NAVI managed miraculously to convert. This is the purest of ecos, right at the pointy end of the karambit that is round 22.
رانبوست ایما در کنار JL خود ایما تریپل کیل برای این بازیکن JL نمیتونه شاتاشو لنز بکنه جالبه که جام شاتی مرد اصلا کلا
Bitbot an SMG for the occasion. He was hoping to farm a bit of extra cash to splash into the remaining rounds, but
they might let him free.
Best of 5
just returned to the start of the half. Jewel Beretta's 3 kills to his name. Well, he might
حالا میاد برای فرم پول بیشتر بیت دابل کیل برای این بازیکن و حالا
But NAVI, it's been about the clutch factor in Mirage. JL.
درخواست تاکتیکال تایم اوت برای سرخ پوشان ماوس اسپورتس.
At the tail end of the first half with 1 to his name.
NAVI's
individuals have made the difference. In the toughest of circumstances.
Every single player on NAVI bit 20. Imed just behind on 19. Wonderful. We discussed his impact with that AWP at 16. JL above with 17. Now Alexi, he's been calling the shots. He's been struggling in the frag department with 4 to his name, but at 11-11, 1 kill is the difference. 1 kill can make all of the difference.
And the in-game leaders' scoreboards at the top of the screen.
Exactly.
His number is 13, and they are just 2 away. 8-4 at the half, tied up. Legs 11, rifles out.
11 نتیجه بازی برابر. میریم برای راند بعدی. واندرفول اومده برای کنترل تاپ مید. یا تغییر جهت خواهد داد به سمت آندر. بسیار ریسکی و خطرناک. 2 بازیکن در مقابلش هستن. نفر اول شکار میکنه ایما در نزدیکی تاپ مید. پوزیشنگیری بسیار خطرناک ایما. فلش هم پرتاب شده. چه پوزیشنی داره ایما اصلا نمیدونن ایما کجاست. واندرفول هرچند شکار شد. 2 فرنگ پیاپی برای ماوس اسپورت هرچند هنوز پیدا نکردن ایما رو. اینجا ایما حالا همه خودش رو آغاز میکنه.
That's going to change the round for MOUZ.
جیمی داخل آندر.
Or will it?
باید این 2 بازیکن خیلی میتونه مهم باشه اما جیمی موفق تر. تاینگ به سود این بازیکن الکسی بی. در کنار بیت خطای پسیو.
For NAVI. Looking for answers his bit. He has to stay active. He has to demand.
30 ثانیه زمان. چه اتفاقاتی رقم خواهد خورد؟ آیا ناوی میتونه این 2 به 3 و به سود خودش به پایان برسونه یا نه؟ الکسی بی تو موقعیت تک به 2 قرار گرفته. نفر اول رو شکار میکنه و حالا تک به تک. آیا میتونه تک به تک رو بگیره از رولان؟
10 seconds. We'll have to go for the
برمیگرده عقب. حالا اسپات کرده از فلش خودش استفاده میکنه. نید خودش هم پرتاب میکنه. الکسی بی وای خدای من کجا کلاچ کرد و امتیاز 12 و مچ پوینتس برای ناوی. وای 3-4 لول قند من افتاد. به اول فصل من آدم سابق نمیشم به خدا. یا موسی بن جعفر. شانس آورد بیت شاتشو زد. اینجا هم شانس آورد نیک داشت. یه رانده دیگه نره اوورتایم. اول فصلی نره اوورتایم. آخرین راند مپ دوم. راند 24م 12-11. یک راند تا اوورتایم، یک راند تا پایان بازی. واندرفول پرواکتیو سمت بیاس جیل توی اسم که تاپ مید چانس خودش رو امتحان میکنه. خط آندر رو نگه داشته. ایما موفق تو گرفتن اوپنینگ فرگ. برمیگرده عقب جیل. کماکان توی ویندو در انتظار. واندرفول خط اگرسیو اسپات کرد. یک نفر رو خطش رو جا به جا میکنه جیمی. روتیشن به سمت بام سایت ای. C4 هم داره تغییر جهت میده به جایی که بیتس پوزیشن گرفته. جیمی
NAVI feel ready for this. Wonderful's position emboldens this A
پرتاب شده. بیت اگریسیو موفق تو گرفتن فرگ. 3-5 ایما تو ارتفاع. نگاه کن راستتو گوساله. راستتو نگاه کن احمق. بیت آمار بیت رو هم داشتن ولی نمیدونن ریپوزیشن کرده سمت آندروود. حالا دو بازیکن خطا رو باز میکنن. نفر بعدی جیل کاری از پیش نمیبره. 2-2. واندرفول نمیتونه شاتو لند بکنه. جیمی و شیوهی در برابر واندرفول. الکسی بی اون اسنایپ میتونه کارو سخت بکنه. الکسی بی موفق تو زدن نفر اول. حالا 2 به تک. ببینیم شیوهی میتونه کاری از پیش ببره یا خیر. یه فلش دیپ آمار دقیق ازش ندارن. اگر تک به تکش کنه شانس گرفتن راندو داره شیوهی. چه اتفاقاتی رقم خواهد خورد؟ حالا خطو باز میکنه شیوهی. تک به تک با الکسی بی. تایم داره سپری میشه.